And now for something completely different.
Smoke
medical
weed every day.
The following thoughts on Hoppe Hour represent Ryan Hoppe and past it. Listener discretion is advised.
Live from Tampa Bay, you are tuned in to Hoppe Hour.
He's the voice of a generation that got screwed by the baby boomers. Welcome back to Hoppe Hour.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour starts in 4, 3, 2, Hoppe. Hoppe, Hoppe. This is Hoppe Hour with Hoppe.
Yes, it is. This is Hoppe Hour. I am your host, Ryan Hoppe, hanging out with you for the next hour. You can always call me, 856-49-HOPPE. That's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio, and you can always email me, ryanhopperadio@gmail.com. Now, if you're listening on the radio, hello. But if you're listening on a podcasting platform after searching up Hoppe Radio, I appreciate it. It's HOPPE Radio. This is Hoppe Hour, where it's a morning radio vibe in a podcast. It's a circus. You never know where we might go. Hey, that rhymed. 1 second, we could be talking about the fact that I think that Travis Kelce cheats on Taylor Swift all the time, or we could be talking about Joe Biden and the Pope hanging out. I don't know who is more creepy in that situation. All right. Without further ado, let's talk about that sham of a relationship known as Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift.
Happy hot topic.
I'm just telling you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Travis Kelce is a known cheater. He's a known dog. Everybody knows that the guy is kind of a slut, that the guy cheated on his previous ex all the time, that he's just, a dog. And you're telling me, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of the gallery, that she went on this 100-show tour in the last year and maybe 3 months, and he hasn't slept with anybody else while dating her since about August last year, that while she's on the other side of the world, he's just watching Pornhub, right? Get the hell out of here. 856-49-HOPPE. That's 856-494-6773.
After wrapping up the 100th show of her Eras tour, she hopped onto a live stream from Liverpool to watch Trav and his teammates get their Super Bowl rings in Kansas City, showing lots of support in the comments. Our source says the couple, who definitely see a long-term future together.
Yeah. How long until the football song comes out about him just slaying other women? And that means getting laid.
Prioritize each other and do anything to make each other happy.
She's shown me all the support in the world throughout the season.
Yeah, you're definitely not celibate, brah.
Third Super Bowl ring for both Travis and Patrick Mahomes, and it's a stunner. 529 diamonds, 38 rubies, and a total of 14.8 carats.
Hell yeah. I would hope that the Super Bowl ring they would get would have, a lot of bling on it. You don't think that would happen? Of course it would. 856-49-HOPPE, and it's 856-494-6773. It's funny. I record this show at the chill room of Pinellas Park, which is my favorite kava bar. And I'm a little loud, You never know where I might take this show. And somebody just peeked in here while I'm doing the show, which is fine because it's not every day you hear somebody yelling about Travis Kelce in a smoke shop at a kava bar in Pinellas Park, Florida. But it's just funny because I try not to be too loud. But sometimes it just naturally happens. All right. Growing up, I loved playing Super Mario 64. I thought it was one of the most fun games of all time. It drove my mom absolutely, positively nuts how much I played that game. It drove her out of this world. She hated the music. She hated everything about it. But to have one level with all the quicksand had to be one of the hardest things to ever,
It's me, Mario.
come into that game. And what I mean by that is I would be so close to winning, and all of a sudden, that quicksand would get me. So whenever I see a headline about quicksand, I think about Super Mario 64. Da-da-da-da-da. So I see this right here. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of the gallery, I find this fascinating.
It can happen in an instant. 1 minute you're walking on the sand, the next you find yourself sinking into quicksand. Here's what you need to know before you head to the beach this summer.
Yeah, can you imagine if that were to happen at like St. Pete Beach?
Janie Accord was with her husband walking along the beach in Phippsburg, Maine.
Of course, Maine would have a terrible beach. It's Maine.
He spoke with our Allison Hall.
It was just like walking on hard-packed sand on the beach, and up until that point, everything was hard-packed sand.
How deep did you fall?
Up to my waist. My arms were on top of the sand. I had a backpack on. I couldn't get myself out, so I just looked at my husband and said, I can't get out. Can you pull me out? And he had looked at me and was like, where are your legs? And I was like, I can still feel them, but I don't know where they are.
That sounds frightening.
Jamie's husband was able to pull her out.
Quicksand is commonly found along shorelines, especially during low tide, and it isn't easy to spot. But if the water is a few feet away and you see a pocket of saturated sand with water sitting on top of the sand, be cautious. It could very well be quicksand.
Yeah, I can only imagine if I'm dying of quicksand, I'm just going to go out going, do.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Do. So, like I say on this show, I play throwbacks. And if you don't feel like listening to it, you can skip forward 4 minutes. But last night, I watched Enter Galactic, which was Kid Cudi's cartoon on Netflix, and it was so good. And I would play like some of his newer music, but because of copyright, it'll hit me. So I'm playing his mixtape. This is Kid Cudi Day. Here is Ask About Me featuring Chip the Ripper and Kid Cudi. We'll be right back on Happy Hour. If you don't feel like listening, you can skip 4 minutes, but trust me, this is what they like to call a banger.
Yeah, Kid Cudi, Chip the Rip, for the street.
Yeah. Dog, it's the weirdo again. I pack my bags, back up in the land. Post talk down and then shake a hand. Believe me, my niggas supplying the man. I walk that line, I learned them ropes. Did my thing, I prayed and hope. Now I'm getting back as my dick hoes wanna date clip. No living, just twerking and moving. I stick and pro when I get it in. Then I might dip fast. If you focus, you might get cash, but not like rate. So please fall back. Live your life, don't focus on money. Hello, girl, you can call me the moon man. Up above, I fly fast. Anywhere, nigga, any given time. A couple lines, homeboy, I ain't got a rhyme. So nice with it, and I keep that wahoo fitted. Flow was gravy, babe, beige and navies. Back at high school, hoes tried to diss me. Now all I gotta do is sing for a pretty thing. Give me 5 minutes, she all on the ding-a-ling. Can't live if you ain't about something. Can't talk if you live life frontin'. Boss life from invisible. See a model, then it's go time. Another hand did, so I took mine. I didn't have a watch, so I took time. Formatted, now they got a jocket. My slim cut jeans, some haters try to knock it. Now them same motherfuckers keep 501s. 10 deep bumping that slab up. Rolling, puffin', roll up on my windows, wildin' with my kinfolk, for real though. Hey, it's just Chip the Rippin' Kiddo. It's just Chip the Rippin' Kiddo. Rollin', puffin' endo, roll up on my windows, wildin' with my kinfolk, for real though. Hey, it's just Chip the Rippin' Kiddo. It's just chip the ripping kiddo. Ask about me.
I be on that monster shit. Bitch. Lots of dick. If hoes get the bag and that front door shall be they consequence. Get up out of the bitch, cause he got some hoes coming. And when them hoes come, hoes just talking about coming. Turnpike hustler, that'll be I. Pulling up to your city pretty high, and it's all for the rent. It's all for the fits. The money goes to the kush packs and the cigs and the music. I do it for the hoods and the kids and the baby mamas who be in the hood with the kids. Do shit for the money, fuck a favor. Text to your dress, I'll see you later. MIA, that's where I'll be. But for now, I'm a GRIND. Till a nigga caked up, ain't worried about shit. Meantime, nigga better worry about shit. Meantime, nigga better worry about clear. Stack a be up in your ass if you talking that shit to the wrong motherfucker from the jungle, dawg. Niggas out here come and hunt you, dawg. Y'all still be wild in the motherfucker in the 15s be dumping, dawg. Mr. Don't give a fuck is in the place. Louis Shade 700 on my face. Fresh scampi, I'm loving that taste. Never snitch 1200 for the case. Me and Cuddy here now, what's good? You done fell off like I knew you would. Now I can show you how to be a real nigga, be the coldest and still be true to the
Rolling, puffin' window. Roll up on my windows. Wildin' with my kinfolk, for real though. Hey, it's just Chip the Rippin' Kiddo. It's just Chip the Rippin' Kiddo. Rollin', puffin' window. Roll up on my windows. Wildin' with my kinfolk, for real though. Hey, it's just Chip the Rippin' Kiddo. It's just Chip the Rippin' Kiddo.
Got it.
Rolling, puffin' window. Roll up on my window. Wildin' with my kinfolk.
Got it.
Real though. Hey, it's
sure.
the Rippin' Kiddo.
Oh, it is.
It's just Chip the Rippin' Kiddo.
Got it.
Rollin', puffin' endo.
Yeah.
Roll up on my window. Wildin' with my kinfolk. For real though. Hey, it's just Chip the Rippin' Kiddo.
Got it.
It's just Chip the Rippin' Kiddo.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Yeah. We can't get into our live read without some circus music. Oh, yeah. This following segment has been brought to you by Mitra 9, the best kava and kratom around, at mitra-9.com, mitra-9.com, and at checkout. If you want to get the best kava and kratom around, you can use keyword Hoppe, HOPPE, to save 20%.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
It's time to turn Hoppe on.
Marijuana. Marijuana.
Got it.
Marijuana.
Oh, sure.
Marijuana. Marijuana.
And now for something completely different.
Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
856-49-HOPPE. 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio, and you can always email me, RyanHoppeRadio@gmail.com. If you're listening on the radio, I appreciate it. If you are listening via a podcasting platform, let me give up the list. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Mixcloud, Deezer, TuneIn, Stitcher. What else? Castbox. It's my icebox where my heart used to be. Get what I did there? It's that old Omarion song. My icebox where my heart used to be. So cold, so cold, so cold, so cold. If you're not a millennial, you won't get that reference. So yeah, if you're listening after searching HOPPE Radio, I appreciate it.
Whoa! Happy Hot Topic!
Now, this next headline I find absolutely, positively hilarious. I love when a woman dates somebody of fame, even if they're famous, and that relationship helps them out and gives them some clout. And then they go through a breakup. And then all of a sudden, that woman is not getting as much attention. So guess what happens? She has to keep talking about that ex because she has nothing else going for her. And I have no experience with this. And I saw this headline, BB Rexa, who's a singer who did a song with G-Eazy. G-Eazy, now he cheated on BB Rexa, which it's never good to cheat on somebody. But BB Rexa, if you're such an independent woman, you wouldn't have to call him an ungrateful loser and then make a social media post and then delete it. I hate when celebrities make a controversial post and then they delete it. It's like, if you're so tough, just keep it up. Everybody screenshots it. Dumb, dumb, dumb.
Whoa! Happy Hot Topic!
I'm just me. I just feel like at this point in my life, I feel confident and I don't really have to prove anything to anybody, you know?
You say you don't have to prove anything to anybody, but somebody who says that has everything to prove to everybody. I love when that happens. I love when people go, oh, I have nothing to prove to anybody. No, you have everything to prove.
I'm just me. I just feel like at this point in my life, I feel confident and I don't really have to prove anything to anybody, you know?
BB Rexa standing by her words as she calls out G-Eazy on social media.
I'm very honest.
Yeah, you are honest. You're also kind of a, what's the word? Bitch. Here's the thing. If you were such an independent woman and such a feminist like you claim you are, you wouldn't have to talk about the man. But you know deep down, BB, yeah, you have a lot of fans or whatever, but you know, you're just another mortal human. And honestly, who's talked about BB Rexa recently? Who's gone, oh, I'm such a fan of her work. So, of course, you got to talk about G-Eazy, who's a little more famous than you. You're washed up.
And I'm very unapologetic.
Oh, okay.
The singer sharing.
That's another way of being outspoken and obnoxious. When a girl says, I'm unapologetic, a lot of times they're from Philadelphia. That's just them saying, don't get into an argument with me or I'll rip your heart out.
The singer sharing this now deleted post on her Instagram story, a screen grab of a text exchange with her team about potentially shooting social content with the rapper. Alongside the screen grab, BB writes, G-Eazy, you have my number. Why don't you text me and ask me for yourself, you stuck-up ungrateful loser? You're lucky people are liking you again.
Sociopath. I don't care how pretty you are. A, you're probably a missionary queen, and B, if a girl talks about other boyfriends or their father that way, they're going to talk about you. Let me give some advice to gentlemen out there. Let's say BB Rexa comes up to you and is like, oh my God, I want to date you. I don't care how pretty you are. How they treat the previous boyfriends in their relationship or how they treat their father is how they're going to treat you. It's called daddy issues. And it's a real thing, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. And I can tell you right now that BB Rexa totally has daddy issues. And now, when a girl has daddy issues, she's definitely fun in the bedroom and spontaneous and wild. But it gets old after a while. Because then the arguments are wicked. And then when you break up, you have people like BB Rexa and my ex making posts on social media. Just being honest.
But BB wasn't done. She adds, I could go in on all the things you've done and how you treated me after giving you your only real hit.
Here's the thing. If you have to go in and talk about your ex, you're not above him. You're just as much of a mutant as he is. And B, here's the funny part. You should never date somebody you work with. You should never have somebody be an agent or a co-partner with somebody you're friends or you work with. That's how relationships end. Let me go back and see what you wrote here. I could go in on all the shitty things you've done to me. Oh, I'm sure you've never done anything. You're such a perfect angel. You're so amazing, BB Rexa. Everybody wakes up in the morning and goes, I want to be BB Rexa. You're so perfect.
Real hit. That hit, their 2015 collab, Me, Myself, and I.
Yeah. Let me just skip over this. It's me, myself, and I. Man, when I hear that, I feel like I'm 21 again.
The singer concludes her message with her response to that invitation to shoot content together. The answer is no. Hope you good.
Yeah, but you're talking about him. So number one, you don't hope he's good, and B, you're not good. You're a high maintenance bitch.
Hi, baby. Less than 24 hours later, the post was gone, and BB
keep it up. I love all these people that make a post and they delete it. It looks dumb.
Shared on X why she deleted it. Someone from my team had me take down my Instagram story. I decided to remove it because it felt very negative and toxic.
BB Rexa being negative and toxic? Whoa, that never happens.
Sometimes trauma can lead us to react that way.
Oh, stop it. Anytime somebody goes through a breakup, they always have to, oh, it's so traumatic.
And that
Ugh.
period of my life was traumatizing. I am writing this because I regret taking it down, and I want to say that I still stand by what I said.
Well, anybody out there who is looking to date BB Rexa, watch out.
E.T. has reached out to G-Eazy for comment.
Let me skip over this. I can't play the songs. It's because of copyright.
This isn't the first time BB's spoken out about her complicated history with G-Eazy. The year after Me, Myself, and I was released.
All right, I got to stop playing this because of copyright. 856-49-HAPPY. That's 856-494-6773. I'm also going to stop talking about it because I'm tired of talking about that annoying sociopath. Whenever a girl can never admit, there's two sides to a breakup. It's 50% one person's fault, 50% other person's fault. And whenever the girl can never find anything that she did wrong, it makes you wonder if she's kind of a pretentious imbecile. That's not somebody you trust. Gentlemen out there, I'm being dead serious when I tell you this. If you're beginning to date this girl and she's talking about all these things that happened over and over again in a relationship, and maybe she can't even go a month without being single and just gets a new boyfriend, that's going to happen to you. Whatever happened prior is going to happen to you. That's word of advice from Ryan Hoppe.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
We're going to keep this fun vibe of Kid Cudi because I watched Enter Galactic, his cartoon, on Netflix last night, and it was amazing. So here is Switching Lanes by Kid Cudi. If you don't feel like listening to it, you can skip 3 minutes and 20 seconds. But trust me, I'm a man of my words when I tell you it's a banger.
Now you can check the whip and peel. Damn, this nigga is ill. Gear shifting smooth as butter. Cut in and out of lanes undercover. Style, wow, my mirror, the rear view. You can never fly by, homie, I will see you. Mach 5, change terrains if need be. Thou shall never floor past. I would let the ID before you act on. Seatbelt, really strippy strapped on. Nag on, think when I hit the buck 50. Trying to break the speed of sound, homie, do you get me? I call it moving ahead, never speed. A strip of asphalt is all I ever need, all I ever see. When I'm switching lanes, I can hardly see. I'm good, I'm okay, don't worry about it, boo-boo. I do this all the time, this is my life, dude. Vroom, vroom, give me room for. Catch me switching lanes, lanes, switching lanes, lanes, switching lanes, lanes. You can catch me switching lanes, lanes, switching lanes, lanes, switching lanes, lanes. You can catch me switching lanes, lanes, switching lanes, lanes, switching lanes, lanes. You can catch me switching lanes, lanes. I am getting them, and we look at them looking up with my cool up in the bag, and the top is never up on the Mercedes for ladies when I go have on a baby for anybody ready and willing. I am humbly stunting and I'm currently killing. My involvement with murder might as well begin here, and clearly will they catch on? I doubt it. If they ask questions, I won't know nothing about it. And being on this side of the law is a ball. Straight West Coast and at the Roosevelt pool. We gon' act a fool, chilly chill for a minute. We I see some French girls, baby, ooh wee wee. I see smoking ooh wee, me and my niggas ooly. Stick it to the script and I'll be puffin' past. Don't break the rules and we'll get along fine. Road trippin', steady dipping from what's keeping us behind. You can catch me switching lanes, switching lanes, switching lanes. You can catch me switching lanes, switching lanes, switching lanes. You can catch me switching lanes, switching lanes, switching lanes. You can catch me switching lanes. Swerve, swerve, get him gone. Swerve, swerve, then I'm gone. Swerve, swerve, get him gone. Swerve, swerve, then I'm gone. You can catch up if you want. I'll be gone.
Got it.
And try to catch up if you want.
Makes sense.
I'll be gone. You can catch up if you want.
Tell me about it.
If you want, I'll be gone.
Oh yeah.
You can catch me
switching lanes, switching lanes, switching lanes.
You can catch me
switching lanes, switching lanes,
switching lanes. You can catch me switching lanes, switching lanes, switching lanes. You can catch me switching lanes.
Oh yeah.
Call Hoppe now. 856-49-HOPPE. Tweet at him at Ryan Hoppe Radio. Or chat him live via the Hoppe Radio app.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
Oh yeah, we have two things playing at once. I was so close to having that perfect. But humans are never perfect. A day in their lives. This following segment has been brought to you by DZBZ Honey at dzbzhoney.com. The best Delta 8 CBD honey around. At checkout, use keyword Hoppe to save 20% on the best Delta 8 and CBD honey around.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
At any time, anywhere, search Hoppe Radio on all major streaming platforms. Listen to Hoppe Hour at any time, anywhere, search Hoppe Radio on all major streaming platforms.
Please don't be offended. He's sorry in advance.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Oh yeah. 856-49-HOPPE. It's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. And you can always email me. Ryan Hoppe Radio at gmail.com. All right, here's the thing. I have to be careful with how I talk about this, but I may or may not have tried magic mushrooms a lot. And it may or may not have made my mental health and my brain much more clear. I cried a lot, and I probably cried enough tears to fill up a gas tank, but it's one of the most spiritual and amazing vibes of all time. I'm just being honest. And guess what? The CDC is talking about how it doesn't like mushrooms. The same CDC that couldn't figure out COVID and has never been able to figure out anything. They're nothing more than the original elites hating on things that make sense. So here they are, warning of illnesses linked to magic mushrooms and gummies. maybe the CDC should take some magic mushrooms and gummies to relax.
Whoa! Happy hot topic!
Mm-hmm.
Back with a warning from the CDC tonight to stay away from mushroom chocolates and gummies that have sent some people to the hospital.
Yeah, because they're weak-minded. First of all, I love this boomer's voice. Oh, I'm a boomer. I'm doing my news report.
Back with a warning from the CDC tonight.
Every boomer news announcer and conservative radio host has to talk like this.
Stay away from mushroom chocolates and gummies that have sent some people to the hospital.
Yeah, if mushrooms or the gummies are taking you to the hospital, you A, took too much, or B, probably shouldn't have taken it because of your mental health. There have been times I've had dark thoughts, not suicidal, but just dark thoughts about dying, about breakups, about trauma, about loss. And you just fight through it, and you wake up the next morning and your mind is more clear.
We're talking about these diamond shrooms. Have you seen them before? They come in
Yeah, they're good as hell.
Chocolate cone and gummy form. The CDC says a dozen people in 8 states, a dozen in 8 states have become sick. Some.
Whoa, 12. That's so many. Get the hell out of here.
Some had to be put on ventilators, even admitted to the ICU.
Yeah, because they're having a panic attack.
The director of America's Poison Center says the actual scale of the outbreak could really be even bigger.
Oh, the Poison Center. I'm sure they're totally talking about the poison that is giving kids medicine for their ADHD and bipolar. Oh, wait, that's right. Nobody goes up against the big pharma. Get the hell out of here, dumb boomers.
Diamond Shrooms has not responded to a request for comment.
I wouldn't either. I just keep getting high.
Dr. Natalie Azar joins me now. All right, doctor, the company's website says its products don't actually contain psychedelic substances. So how are they making people so sick?
Man, can you imagine living with this dude? He has the most irritating voice ever.
Psychedelic substances. So how are they making people so sick?
You know what, Tom? This is lesson 101 on the supplement industry, meaning that there is really not any good regulation in terms of what a company says is in their product and what actually ends up being in the product.
I'll be honest. First of all, they always have to do that to boomers. I also do that all the time on this show. Second of all, a lot of times the alleged magic mushrooms that I took that are not regulated gave me the best trips. But this, of course, is all alleged. I would never take it.
Obviously, there are things that are in there that are causing people significant harm. I mean, I can go through a whole list of potential things that could be in there.
Oh, what's in there? Things that help you expand your mind?
Caffeine, CNS depressants,
Whoa, caffeine. I don't see you going after energy drinks unless you're Chuck Schumer going after Prime Energy. And the CDC and all these boomers just don't want to have fun.
Up on a ventilator because they have a decrease in their respiratory drive. So the fact that they've said, well, it's lion's mane or ashwagandha, toxicology experts have weighed in and said, absolutely not. Those are pretty innocuous. Those are not going to send people to the hospital, Tom.
Yeah.
You make a good point. This market for mushroom-based products has just kind of exploded over the last...
Yeah, because everyone's having a panic attack after COVID. It's good for your mental health.
Last few years, not regulated very well. Are there...
Yeah, because it's I don't even know if it's legal. It's hard to regulate.
Are there benefits, though, to taking these sorts of things, or are people...
Yeah, it can make you a little humble and not talk with that boomer voice. I'm a boomer. I was born in 1964.
Just kind of better off avoiding it altogether.
Listen, I mean, we can't walk around and have our head in the sand. People are always going to be looking for potential things like this for recreation. But unfortunately, through sometimes no fault of their own,
Thanks for watching. Stay.
Wow. The clip ended. Listen, whoever edited this video is an idiot.
Through sometimes no fault of their own,
even the news clip was like, yeah, she's dumb.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah.
Stay updated about breaking news
Lester.
and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on...
No, I love how that ended. I don't even know. Maybe the person that edits videos at NBC News didn't even do it themselves. They might have just had an app do it.
Unfortunately, through sometimes no fault of their own,
Thanks for watching.
Could you imagine if that happened on a podcast where I'm in the middle of a sentence and all of a sudden...
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
856-49-HOPPY. That's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio, and you can always email me. RyanHoppeRadio@gmail.com. We'll be back in 4 minutes and 40 seconds.
Yeah. One more time for the peoples, will you? Alright. Let's get into this real shit. Back when I used to hit towns, the backgrounds, the Coopers at the landing spot. Soon as I fly in, a beautiful dime piece. You know how I am. The Dunamis timepiece with the floating diamonds. Straight from Jason, so you know I'm shining. When I'm in the place, bet I turn heads. And I take trips to the bottle just to burn bread. Worm said bump wouldn't make it not turn red. You mad, ain't you? I still get up in the mask, hit that stash, thank you. Rappers trash, no one problems with my ass. Think about it, it's so clear. My flow sears, and the boy here's only been doing this shit for 4 years. No shit for brain. Could compete with Polaroid to do shit with brains. My whole clique focus, flip the cane for the China. I bet China man hit that stain is real. And I'm cheap cause through the war I let in the field. If that's your people and you love them, better tell them to chill. I'm from Chicago, every second a predator kills. Especially when you stunning reckless, they extra for real. Niggas talk that gangsta shit knowing they really softer than Alizé and Boone's Farm. When it come to my family, I don't play. If you feel the same way, then holla Goon Squad. Real niggas don't run, don't whoop, they just slide down and kill y'all off. I took a vow when I joined this shit, the only way I'm leaving is death. And I'ma ride till the wheels fall off. Yeah. Niggas faker than Lee nails. They turn their back on they niggas, but they put their faith in a female. I had them bitches get you stretched and in. All them goons with the max and a text come in. And these hoes love bump to get next to him. They pack up in the trucks like Mexicans. I never feed them a meal unless they come into my barbecue and let me slap my meat on their grill. Around here, niggas is rich as hell and still killing. Just got out of jail for that Yale and still dealing. He out of line, I deal with him. I catch him with a 1-2. You gon' think Evander Holyfield hit him. The streets love a nigga cause I keep it real with him. I love all my hoes, all my niggas can still hit him. Goon Squad, you can't tell we won. Make the hardest motherfuckers tuck their tail and run. Niggas talk that gangsta shit knowing they really softer than Alizé and Boone's Farm. When it come to my family, I don't play. If you feel the same way, then holla Goon Squad. Real niggas don't run, don't whoop, they just slide down and kill y'all off. I took a vow when I joined this shit, the only way I'm leaving is death. And I'ma ride till the wheels fall off. Yeah.
She say move out, slag out to tool out. Do it in broad day, nigga, I don't care who out. I'm warning you, rappers, I'm on to you. Goon Squad's the label with Polaroids, the formula. Come around, shine and leave with nothing on. I'm posted on the same block, Spooky Stokes hustled on. And if it's on and I spot him on the streets, slugs hit him everywhere except the bottom of his feet. I'm quick on the draw, don't matter who's still bigger. Handle that business on niggas that kill niggas. 357 with me, screaming, you never get me. I dare you try to pull it and I send you to heaven quickly. Feds on a nigga, gotta try not to let him get me. 745, trying to make it a 760. Niggas talk that gangster shit, cutting up until I have to show them what's up under the button up.
Niggas talk that gangster shit knowing they really softer than Alizé and Boone's Farm. When it come to my family, I don't play. If you feel the same way, then holla Goon Squad.
Bump J.
Kill y'all off. I took a vow when I
got it.
Shit, the only way I'm leaving is death. And I'ma ride till the wheels fall off.
Goon Squad. All right, enough of that. 856-49-HOPPY. 856-494-6773. You tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. You can always email me, RyanHoppeRadio@gmail.com. This following segment has been brought to you by Fortify.com, FORTIFEYE.com. And at checkout, use keyword Ryan20, RYAN20, to save 20%.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
Call Hoppe now. 856-49-HOPPE. Tweet at him at Ryan Hoppe Radio.
Now for something completely different.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Oh, yeah. 856-49-HOPPE. 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. You can always email me, ryanhopperadio@gmail.com. And if you're listening on the radio, I appreciate it. Donald Trump causes uproar by calling Milwaukee a horrible city and crucial swing state that could cost him the election. I don't know if it's going to cost him the election. That's from the Daily Mail. But I don't know why you would be ripping into Milwaukee. It's not a great city. Nobody has ever gone, oh my God, I want to go to Milwaukee on vacation. But it's okay. It just smells. Milwaukee smells like Milwaukee. Very hard to explain. Also, let me see here. Political analyst Matthew Baum says AI candidates are coming. Maybe an AI candidate will be better than the boomers that were offered. Just being honest. Not saying I like AI. But maybe an AI candidate can make housing affordable. Anything can be better than what we currently have. Just being real. Yeah. So excited for Donald Trump versus Joe Biden. It's going to be such a good time. Man, you turn on conservative radio and those idiots are like, he did nothing wrong. Like, but if Biden did what he did, oh, he's immoral. All right, here we go.
If you could argue that we're sick of traditional politicians and this AI version does not have hatred toward half the country, if this AI version in some way can process information in a non-emotional way, I see this connecting. What say you?
I agree.
You.
It's hard to argue with the fact that some voters probably would find it appealing to throw all of the bums out and vote for a computer program instead.
I'd rather have a computer program than Biden. He's like a Windows 98.
But there are some, real limitations. The reality is that, AI, generative AI models are only as good as the data sets underlying the large language.
Well, things are only going to get better. So I'm sure the data will improve.
Model data sets underlying them. And there are all kinds of potential problems there.
Like what?
Bad data is entered into LLM models along with the good data. So, in fact, LLMs, through generative AI models, provide misinformation along with the useful information. And it's a challenge often to determine which is which, to separate the wheat from the chaff. I mean, it's classic American politics to...
Yeah, well, I'm sick of classic American politics. I can't wait till we can have our first millennial president.
Want outsiders and non-professional politicians and sort of people that have no links at all to politics to get into office and fix our broken system. We've been hearing that sort of trope as long as we've had politics in the United States.
Well, that's as political as I'll get. 856-49-HOPPE. 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. Bill Belichick is dating a 24-year-old ex-cheerleader, 48 years younger than him. Now, a lot of feminists would be ripping into this, but my thing is, even if it's kind of a Leonardo DiCaprio vibe, as long as it's consensual, even if she's like 19, like it's not right, but if it's consensual, it's consensual. Jake Paul addresses criticism that Mike Tyson is too old. This fight, honestly, is one of the biggest jokes of all time. Anybody who is excited for this fight is probably a Gen Z. Honestly, he says Mike Tyson does not give an S what anybody thinks. Duh. Mike Tyson's quote of he doesn't like the person he becomes when he fights. Jake Paul should be very afraid of that. Mm-hmm. He should be very on alert.
How worried were you, Jake, when you hear
go.
that? I forget if it's Saturday or Sunday, whatever it was, that weekend when you hear Mike has the incident on the plane. Were you concerned that, hey, I'm going to lose my big fight here? And how close was it to getting scrapped?
Yeah, no, I mean, I was definitely pretty devastated, but I first and foremost wanted to make sure that Mike was healthy. I love and respect Mike. And I was pretty devastated for everyone on the undercard as well. And just this was such an iconic event. But
Jake seems like such a cooler dude than his brother Logan.
Thankfully, Mike's okay, doing great, and we can still run it at a later date. And that's what I'm focused on now, is just getting to November 15th and still.
They're showing Jake Paul's office, and it looks really cool. He's got a lot of swag in it. He's rich.
Giving people a historic fight.
I know you said you got to lay off the pizza. You had been gaining weight. So what's the plan now that you've got a few more months, Jake? Do you take some of that weight off that you had put on? How do you manage your body in the time being?
Yeah, I'm just going to go back to my normal, walking around cruiserweight division weight, and just stay focused on getting better in the gym and being committed to the goal of becoming world champion. I still have a lot of work to do, and that's why I've just stayed training throughout this process, but I'm definitely skinnier already by like 10 pounds. So
wow. Do you rein it in some? Because I imagine you don't want to be like so ramped up to where you're exhausted by the time November 15th rolls around. So do you have to say to yourself, hey, I gotta take it easy almost a little bit with the training and then ramp it up as we get a little closer?
Yeah, exactly. We're going to have to pace it and not go too hard too soon and take some days off. I'm still going to be going to Paris with the U.S. Olympic team. So I'll be gone for 2 weeks doing that. So
hell yeah. Hang out with some of those French girls.
We'll pace it correctly and not overtrain.
What do you say to the people who say, hey, Jake, this is why you shouldn't be fighting Mike? He's old. He's got health problems here now. What do you say to those people who, in the wake of what happened to Mike, have been kind of yelling that from the rooftop?
He could definitely be a politician.
Tell Mike Tyson that, because he does not give a shit what anyone thinks. He's his own boss. He wants to fight me. He told my team, like, I don't give a shit about this. Like, tell Jake I'm still going to rip his head off and not
be very afraid.
Knock him the fuck out. And that this just bought him more time. So tell Mike Tyson not to fight and to chill and see how that goes.
Good point. 856-49-HOPPY. That's 856-494-6773. And the day has finally come. Charles Barkley says that next year will be his last year on TV. Very sad. Not good news.
That's
Daily Mail videos are always infuriating. Here we go. Here's Charles Barkley talking about his last year on TV.
There's been a lot of noise around our network the last few months. And I just want to say,
with 406
I've talked to all the
God damn, these fucking ads are so loud. I don't even want to edit this out. No show's ever perfect. I just don't know why you have the fucking talking ads. Asswipes. Let me see here. 856. I definitely won't be sending this to the radio network. 49 Hoppy. That's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio, and you can always email me. RyanHoppeRadio@gmail.com. I'm getting the video up on YouTube. Here we go. I did it.
Yeah, I've been thinking, guys, I want to say this because you guys are my family. I really love TNT, all the people who work here, NBA television. You guys been great to me for 24 years. And I just want to say,
here's the thing. Inside the NBA is one of the greatest shows of all time. And I know everybody's under a contract, but I wish they could have had Inside the NBA on NBA TV after the NBA Finals. Because they've had Charles Barkley and Shaq, but no Ernie Johnson and Kenny Smith. They've had everybody separated. I hate contracts.
Say thank you to my entire NBA family. I love you guys. You know, there's been a lot of noise around our network the last few months. And I just want to say, I've talked to all the other networks, but I ain't going nowhere other than TNT. But I have made the decision myself, no matter what happens, next year is going to be my last year on television. And I just want to say thank you to my NBA family. You guys been great to me. My heart is full with joy and gratitude. But I'm going to pass the baton at the end of next year. I hope the NBA stays with TNT.
It won't.
But for me personally, I wanted you guys to hear from me because I'm not doing any more interviews. Don't y'all be calling me.
I want to have you on Hoppe Hour, though.
Nobody calling me. I'm not talking about this again, but I want to tell my NBA and NBA TV and TNT family that I'm not going to another network, but I'm going to pass the baton to either Jamal Crawford or Vince Carter or you, Steve.
Please don't have it be Draymond Green. Here's one of Charles Barkley's best moments.
You women out there.
Yeah.
Y'all petty, man. Hey, LeBron, you're 100% right on these girls hating on Caitlin Clark. Y'all petty girls. I expect men to be petty because we're the most insecure group in the world.
Oh, you are.
Y'all should be thanking that girl for getting y'all ass private charters, all the money and visibility she bringing to the WNBA. Don't be petty like dudes. Listen, what she's accomplished, give her flowers. Stop being petty, all you women out there. She got y'all ass charters. She bringing all y'all this money to the table, but y'all being petty like dudes. LeBron, you are 100% right. Y'all girls, stop being petty. Caitlin Clark, thank you for bringing all that money and shine to the WNBA.
Well,
they're going to hate you.
Yeah, and then you have this.
If I go to Portland, I'm going to get all the free Nike stuff I want. If I go to San Antonio, I'm going to get a bunch of churros.
What kind of women are in San Antonio?
Some big old women down
there.
there.
Why would you say that?
That's a gold mine for Weight Watchers.
Why say that?
Why does every conversation about San Antonio eventually come around to...
they have spandex in San Antonio?
Oh, no. And Victoria, definitely a secret.
Oh, man.
They can't wear no Victoria's Secret down there. It's a secret. Some big old women.
Charles, all you're trying to do right now...
Hit them out the park.
It's like that. It's like slow pitch.
Victoria, Shaq. Victoria's Secret down there.
Oh, man. It's not even slow pitch.
That's a gold mine. That's a gold mine truck for Weight Watchers. Hey, down there be wearing bloomers.
All he does.
They wear big old bloomers down there, Ernie. They're not wearing no...
In the event that San Antonio...
Skimpy down in San Antonio, Shaq.
And we're there.
How do you
Charles,
like you like the river walk?
Oh, that's a creek. It ain't a river. Come on, man. That ain't no river.
Way back.
Come on, man. That's a creek. A dirty creek, I might add. Ernie, would you eat fish out of there?
Nobody eats fish out of
there. That's my point. Well, if it was a river, you'd eat fish out of it.
He's the man. He really, really is. Good old Charles Barkley. We'll be right back. Don't touch that dial. Here's Soundmaster T and Jarista with Droked Out.
We got the remedy, we got the troll, we got them getting down on the floor. We get it. C-H-I, got a new sound, making all the get down. Made a click, man, make it change swing. Pimps and the players gon' do the damn thing. Coming in the club, taking over streets, taking over, man, with the choked out beats. Got them on charge, got them on lock. Everywhere we go, guaranteed to blow the spot. Messages to them haters, trying to play them gators. Bullets gon' blaze you, nothing is gonna save you. Bets on the streets, bets on the beats. If you wanna bounce, best report to me. My city shot town, where I put it down. Ain't no limit, dropping beats by the pound. The balls out a lot, cause you know I call the shots. Stacking paper like them baking sodas in the pot. We got the remedy, we got the troll, we got them getting down on the floor. We get it.
Choked out, we be getting choked out, choked out, we be getting choked out.
Never is, hey, good, hey, the Gator King. By the bar, come Mr. Pimpin', it's a Gator thing. Tell them how we do it, Joe. Gator ones, rims, spinning, and I ain't even driving, I'm just parking lot pimping. Slide off in the club, feeling manish, and I'm tipsy, so fresh, so clean, with a swagger in my lip, and what it is, what it do. Come on, shout it, let me see you get loose. If you bout it, you can get some great goo. In VIP, I'm putting my hands on you. Hey, we got the remedy, we got the drone, we got them getting down on the floor. We getting
choked out, we be getting choked out, we be getting choked out.
Never is, hey goo, hey shout it, let me see you get loose. We getting
choked out, we be getting choked out, we be getting choked out.
Don't be putting no chasers in my drink. I want 2 high niggas pimp. Yeah. Smoke drink, smoke drink. Smoke drink, smoke drink. Stay bent all on the earth. I don't even curse. Speech all slurred. Nothing in my cup. Shit, it's all girl. Y'all hiding the motherfucker making up words. Looking like men. I like them light skinned. 2 at a time. I'm 20, twin. Patroni Grey Goose. Tanqueray and Seagram's gin. Stay together in my glass like they all best friends. I can't walk. I can't talk. Joking from the day to the dark. Too far for square, but my goons on P. It's drinks on you, all eyes on me. And niggas with me drinking dumb. Henny mixed with Remy Ma. Party going all night. When we kick it hard. Niggas get they smoke out. They be getting choked out. Mix it with some liquor, nigga. We be getting droked out.
We be getting choked out, we be getting choked out.
Mm-hmm.
We be getting choked out.
Oh, sure.
We be getting choked out.
Got it.
Hoppe now. 856-49-HOPPE. Tweet at him at Ryan Hoppe Radio.
Hoppe Hour will be right back.
Oh, yeah. We got a few sponsors to give a shout out to. This following segment has been brought to you by Rich Keeley, Master Barbershop at richkbarber.com. When I tell you that he is the best barber in all of the Bay Area, I'm a man of my words. richkbarber.com. This has also been brought to you by Amir Academy of Martial Arts at amiracademy.com. The best MMA trainer in all the Bay Area.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
Ryan Hoppe is really 6 feet 8 inches and a half, but he rounds up to 6 feet 9 inches for the dating apps. Get it? Welcome back to Hoppe Hour.
On dating apps, he's 6'9", but in reality, he's 6 foot 8 and a half. Welcome back to the circus known as Hoppe Hour.
Oh, yeah.
And now for something completely different.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Oh, man. Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that I find the Catholic Church to be an utter cult. I was forced to go for 18 years, and I hated every second of it. And you know what I find even creepier than the Catholic Church? Is how everybody talks at the same time. We believe in one God, the Father Almighty, creator of heaven and earth, that fictional book known as the Bible. It's all weird. And then you have this right here.
Whoa! Happy Hot Topic!
Tonight, President Biden wrapping up the G7 summit in Italy after a private meeting with Pope Francis.
My name's Joe Biden, and I'm here with the Pope. Can you imagine that conversation? You know? Joe Biden and the Pope talking. I bet the Pope just dropped the F-bomb for gay people like he always does. Joe Biden's like, that's my son on an average Tuesday. Mm-hmm.
The president, a devout Catholic, greeted the pontiff along with other G7 leaders.
Oh, but I thought Catholics weren't supposed to cheat and adultery was bad because, you know, he was the side dude when Jill, his wife, cheated on her first husband. No one talks about that. You're telling me Roman Catholics can be hypocritical? And religious people can be hypocritical? I worked for a religious company at one time. They were nice people, but just a tad bit hypocritical.
The Pope urging them to establish guardrails for AI.
Intelligenza artificiale.
Artificial intelligence is a fascinating tool and also
artificial intelligence is as real as God.
A terrifying one, he says.
So is religion. Religion terrifies me more than anything does with AI. Let's be honest here.
Pope using his pulpit in non-traditional ways, hosting a gathering of more than 100 comedians and actors at the Vatican.
You know what? Hunter Biden should have gone to confession. And then they show here Jimmy Fallon, even though they're the same person, they're both liberal kiss asses. Jimmy Fallon meeting the Pope.
Including Jimmy Fallon, Whoopi Goldberg, and Chris Rock, among others. Telling
Whoopi Goldberg, that racist?
Them in the midst of so much gloomy news, you have the power to spread peace and smiles.
It's all fiction. The Bible is no different than Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings. Mm-hmm. You're telling me a book that has been rewritten over the last 2,024 years and beyond is really, believable? One time this religious dude told me, I don't know how people can live without God. I don't know what I would do or what to believe. I go, so you're telling me you have no original thoughts? That you need a fictional book to save you? I wonder what the Pope thinks about pedophilia. If any of their priests are on familywatchdog.us. All right, enough of that music. It's giving me PTSD to go into church. What else is going on here? There's violence in the Ukraine as the Ukraine rejects Putin's ceasefire proposal. I don't talk about world news. I barely care about the U.S.
Billy Ray Cyrus files for divorce from Fire Rose over what he alleges is, quote, inappropriate marital conduct.
Man, I wouldn't marry a girl named Fire Rose. Fire crotch, baby.
E! News can confirm the Old Town Road singer has filed to end the union with his wife after 7 months of marriage. According to TMZ, the 62-year-old cites irreconcilable differences and inappropriate marital conduct as the reason for their split.
So cheating?
And is requesting an annulment because their marriage was, quote, obtained by fraud. Their date of separation is listed as May 22nd. E! News has reached out to Billy Ray's reps for comment and has not heard back.
Yeah, probably for legal reasons. And then I see this here from TMZ that he accuses his wife of overcharging her credit card. A cloud-chasing, gold-digging wife taking money? That never happens. Boston Celtics fans deliver a real knockout punch at Game 4 watch party. Boston Celtic fans being douchebag? That never happens. Let's see here. Tom Brady refuses to take responsibility for ex Gisele Bundchen split from Joaquin Valente and feels his Netflix roast for their break up as a cop-out. Dude, you ruined a marriage. But also, Gisele and Tom Brady was allegedly cheating on Bridget Moynihan when he began dating Gisele. So once a side chick, always a side chick.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Goodbye.
And like that, he's gone.